Good morning, everyone. This is our third video on how to use our chemical forms. So this is in regard to our chemical policy for the Bechtel Center. If you guys read the rules, you will see that chemicals need to be in containers with standard labels. Now, we don't expect you to make your own labels, but you can. You can go to the training section of this page to see what a standard label should look like. However, we will happily provide you labels. So to do that, you need to use our chemical approval disposal / labels form, which you can scan the QR code or click on the QR code to get to the form. Now, in this case, we will have to create a hypothetical scenario. Just like we did in the last two, we're going to pretend as if we bought 5 bottles of Loctite 242 that we already had gotten approval for prior. Now I have 5 bottles and I'm going to need 5 labels. To get the labels, all I have to do is go to the chemical form, select labels, click next, then you have to provide some information so we know which labels to print for you. When requesting tags for a container, follow these steps. Identify the chemical. So in our case, it was Loctite 242. And we need to identify the container in regards to the inventory. So let's go back here. Click on chemical inventory. Control F and look for 242. And we have our entry right here. Now this is for IEEE, so for this example, I will pretend as if this is for IEEE. Now there is a word of caution. When it came to hazardous waste disposal, we are completely comfortable that you use the entry for another team. That's fine. Because if the chemicals are exactly the same, it doesn't really change the filing on the other end if the same chemical also belongs to IEEE. However, when it comes to the tags, we do print who owns the chemical, and when you place the tag on your chemical, we treat it as if it belongs to the team that has the entry on the Excel. So it is in your best interest to pick the entry that corresponds to your team. We will not stop you or correct you, but in the event there is dispute about chemicals, we will side with whatever the label says. So in this case, I will assume I'm a member of IEEE and it was row number 87 corresponding to my specific chemical. So I have identified the chemical. Next, I need to format my entry. Now an example is given here, so I'm going to type based on that example. So let's see, 87, and I said I had 5 bottles, so I will type in quantity 5. Now if I had more chemicals, I could comma and type in the next chemical and the quantity and the next chemical and quantity. Now since I just have one with 5 quantity, that's all I need to type. Hit submit, and then someone will reach out to you with information about your labels. That's it for this video, and that covers the full use case of the chemical form. Stay tuned for more videos about the chemical policy.